Hello and welcome back to my channel. Why would I do that? Hey guys, thank you so much for coming back to my channel for the ZAPDOS review. I just want to say that I am super freaking excited to finally have this guy in my possession. Ever since I found out about his existence last year, I want to say, I've just been super excited to finally have it in my hand so I can open it and put it on my shelf next to the freaking Articuno. And also the fact that Moltres is most likely going to be coming out next. That is just so exciting. So without further ado, let's get started on this ZAPDOS Pokemon Articulated Select review. The box design is always sleek. It's always really nice, and I want to say Jazwares did a really amazing job in selecting the type of design they wanted to go for this box because it just looks so good. Like, I don't even want to open it just because this is displayed beautifully, but I have to because I want to, and I want it in my hands right now. Hey, before we continue on with this review, are you subscribed? Because I'm looking down over there and I don't see that red button clicked. Jazwares, you outdid it. I just want to say that this ZAPDOS looks stunning. It looks so beautiful, and it looks just as good as all the other ones that has been released in this line. So I just want to say this is already a 10 out of 10 for me, just letting you know. So the box is a little too big. The only way that I can show you the full thing is by exposing the rest of my set, so sorry if it's ugly. So as you can see, the front of the box has this window where you can see the actual figure itself. The top of the box has this select logo over here, and you have to be 8 years old and up to have this, otherwise you will choke. I'm just kidding, you won't actually choke. That's just a joke. Please. Next there is the SpongeBob. What? I'm sorry, it's really hot in my room. And then the bottom of the box says Articulated, and then ZAPDOS in English and Spanish, and then in French it is this. And then yeah, of course it has this awesome ZAPDOS art. So let's look at the sides. So this first side of the box has the same art, but this is really cool. I like the way that they always make these designs. Like I said, it looks sleek. The other side has a little bit more of a window so you can see the front of ZAPDOS's face. And then the back of the box has the other Pokemon figures in this wave. As you can see, it is Charizard and Rayquaza that I already have and have reviewed on this channel. And then of course we have the elusive ZAPDOS right over here, and Lucario, which also came out, but I haven't been able to find in stores, so we'll get to that one day. And then of course it is Series 2. And then yeah, there's pretty much the interesting parts of the box, but dude, it looks so good. So without further ado, let's get started on getting this guy out of plastic jail. Let's go! Alright guys, I am so freaking happy already, and I haven't even properly taken a good look at it yet. This is what he looks like. Oh my god, in the glory, in the shell, or in the skin, what did they say? In the flesh? I don't even know. In the plastic? This is how ZAPDOS looks like outside of the packaging. Here's just a quick 360 view before we go ahead and take a deeper look into him. I just want to say, as someone from Teen Instinct, I love the fact that we finally have our mascot in figure form, in scale. He just looks so good. So let's go ahead and start off with the actual mold itself. As you can see, ZAPDOS is pretty much perfect when it comes to the actual Pokemon figure mold. For example, there is the beak, the long beak, and all the spikes are there. Like, literally everything about this guy looks freaking amazing. Like, this is one of the best molded figures, I want to say, just because it is so accurate. Let's go ahead and look at articulation. So if I counted correctly, there should be 18 points of articulation from all the way down to the talons. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that repeats over here. And then the ankle has one, which repeats. And then I think the knee. Do birds have knees? No, like, serious question. Do birds have knees? There's one over here and then another one over here. And then there's 2 in the back for the wings, which turn pretty good. And then the neck does have one main joint over here, which allows you to pull the head up and down. And then the actual neck has a ball joint, which is freaking awesome. Thank you for adding a ball joint there. I thought the tail back here was able to move, but it does not. So yeah, articulation is pretty good. The only place that I wish there was articulation in is the actual beak over here, because I know that Charizard's mouth had articulation there, but I know Articuno's beak didn't have it, so I wasn't expecting it for ZAPDOS, but it still would have been nice. Regardless, not a big deal. I love ZAPDOS. This is really good. I'm in love. I am marrying this figure. No, I'm not, actually. That is really weird. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the paint job itself. There's not actually a lot of paint on the majority of the body, I want to say. From looking at it here, I see that the eyes are more stamped than there is paint, which is pretty good. The eyes are actually in really good placement. I think there's also paint on the inside of the mouth. As you can tell, it's in there and it looks pretty good as well. The black part of the wings look to be painted, from what I can tell. I do see a little bit of paint spillage right over here, which is not a big deal, but that means that they're definitely painted on. And the same goes for the bottom of the tail itself, but that's kept pretty neat for the most part. And the main part of the actual paint job is actually down here, but it actually is just the talons that are painted in white. I do want to say the paint on the thigh itself is a little sloppy, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, there's also a joint over here that turns side to side. I'm a little disappointed at the paint over here, but it's not that big of a deal. Just wish it was done a little better. That's pretty much all of the paint on ZAPDOS that I can tell, so that's really good. Everything was put on perfectly except for just a few minor things here and there. I should also mention that the copyright information is listed underneath the tail. It is noticeable from the front, but I mean, you could just acetone that off and it's pretty well hidden, so that's actually really good. Alright, so I know the selects are known for their size, so let's go ahead and see what the longest I can make ZAPDOS is. So the longest that I can really make ZAPDOS is like this. He looks like a woodpecker or whatever. Actually, isn't his Galarian form a woodpecker? From beak to tail, I want to say is around 6 3/4 inches. I'm not entirely sure. I'm really bad at looking. He is actually on the smaller side of the selects, but I mean, that's actually pretty accurate because he is not as big as Articuno, so that's good. And from top to bottom, let's see. He looks to be around 7 inches, so actually from top to bottom he's longer than he is from front to back. But like I said, he is on the smaller side of the selects, which actually, talking about the other selects, let's go ahead and pull them out and see how he compares to the rest of them. This is such a funny pose. Alright, I'm gonna have to zoom all the way back for this, so sorry about my set. I'm gonna put ZAPDOS right here, his main man Articuno right over here, which yeah, there's definitely a big size difference, but that's accurate, don't get angry. Here is the original Charizard. I'm gonna have to zoom out for this. Here's Rayquaza, Jesus Christ, and Greninja. Yeah, ZAPDOS is definitely the smallest out of all of them. ZAPDOS looks really cool in between all of these, and the yellow is finally added to this collection because we have almost all the colors of the rainbow. I think we have red and purple that are left, but putting them all together like this makes them look really cool. And also, Pride Month is over, but happy Pride. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out some other figures that you might have just to see how they scale with ZAPDOS over here. So obviously I have to compare myself to him. I'm always really tiny compared to him. Then we have to pull out the elusive beast that is Rillaboom and his drum as well. So yeah, definitely Rillaboom is way bigger than ZAPDOS. Here is a 1-inch figure of Skitty, a 3-inch Jolteon that can't even fit on the screen. There we go. And then a 4.5-inch Jazwares figure. So yeah, definitely closer to this guy's height than any of the others, but they all look really good. They all look to be mostly in scale, and please help me, I am suffering. And of course, let me pull out Trainer Red as well, just to show you how he looks like. I kind of put him in a pose. Yeah, no, he looks a little undersized, but I actually don't know his true Pokédex height, so I also really don't care about scaling. As long as it looks okay, then yeah, this is how he looks like next to Trainer Red. Alright guys, let me know what you thought of this review. Let me know what you thought of ZAPDOS. I am personally in love with ZAPDOS. I think that he is one of my favorite selects so far. Jazwares, please release Moltres soon, because I don't know how long I can go without having this set completed. Look at Articuno and ZAPDOS together. They look amazing. They look freaking cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a comment, like, and most importantly, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to a goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of, I actually don't have a goal set, but I just want to get to 1,000 subscribers because I think that would be cool. Yeah, let me know what videos you guys want to see more of in the future, because I definitely have a lot in the back stock, and I definitely have a lot more planned. They don't just have to be reviews either. They could be like skits or whatever. I have time. But let me know what you guys think, and thank you so much for watching, and I love you, and I'm gonna throw ZAPDOS at the camera, which I always do because at this point it is a tradition, and it would be wrong for me to end this video any other way. So, goodbye. You got games on your phone?